Recording. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to introduction of Alien Event speakers, and we are here together with all the speakers, and some of them actually, the rest are coming or going. The Alien Event March, March,
April.
uh, April, April 4, 5, 6, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. April 4, 5, 6, in a less than more than a week, 10, 12 days from now, we have a Los Angeles event, Sonesta LAX Hotel, and we got 3 days of meetings, lectures, seminars. All the disclosure groups are joining us from all over America, and also on Zoom. Live streaming. They can purchase, anybody out there, $99 worldwide. Audience in Europe or rest of the world are watching at the event. 4 channels of all the event, the health and expo, also biomed expo, also alien event. Go to our website, alienevent.com, buy your tickets and come in, or go to a streaming live uh, link, and what you call it, the all the tickets for streaming is there. So with that said, we would like to start introducing our people here. Why don't we start with our keynote speaker here, Mr. Shahrokh Zadeh. Sir, welcome to our event, and
Thank you.
introduction. Go ahead.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Shahrokh Zadeh. I'm the founder of Ancient Mysteries Decoded, and I'm the pioneer of Mysteriology. For those who don't know, Mysteriology is a scientific approach to understanding the world's most interesting unsolved mysteries, such as UFOs and what was it called recently, UAPs, ancient structures, disappearances, and a lot of energy anomalies and things like that. Anyways, a little bit about me. I'm originally from Iran. I have lived in United States, and specifically Nevada, since 2009. I've studied physics. I've studied management information systems. My professional background is physics and mathematics and some education. Currently, I am teaching, and I'm actually an instructor in a college, teaching college algebra and conceptual physics. What I believe is science always follows nature's secrets, but it never will fully captures them. So
Wait,
I'm
wait.
a researcher.
What that means? Repeat that again.
Science is always following nature, trying to understand what is nature, what's happening there, and what are its secrets. But will never captures them, completely captures them. So we keep on moving, we keep on learning things, but we never fully understand what's going on. Hopefully it will happen soon, but I don't think so. So overall, I'm a researcher and I'm an author, I'm a speaker. I published 2 books before, Shaw's Square and Shaw's Mystic Lines and Areas, Part 1. And I have a good news. I recently, like about a couple days ago, I published another book, which is called Mysteriology Codes, Part 1, which is
Congratulations.
yes, it's about UFOs or UAPs. And it's a lot of breakthroughs, that a lot of things are happening. I connect them all together in a scientific way, very easy, very simple, the ways that nobody has ever looked at it. At least I couldn't find any documents about it. So, I found a lot of relationships between many of these UFO incidents, like the Roswell incidents, like the one that crashed in Russia, and connections between them that nobody ever looked, and a lot of airplanes that disappeared while they were engaged with the UFOs. Like, for example, this Vantage incident in Australia, in the southern part of Australia, that it disappeared. Anyways, these are the things I looked. Also, I found a lot of relationships between some mysterious areas in the United States and in the world, such as the Bermuda Triangle, the Skinwalker Ranch, such as the Bridgewater Triangle, Lake Michigan Triangle, Alaska Triangle, and my favorite one, Nevada Triangle. And I found relationships between them, and it ended up me discovering some other areas, such as the Utah Triangle, for the first time.
Oh wow, Utah Triangle.
Some passions. Yep.
That will change everything. Yeah.
The center
I'm
of
looking
Utah
forward to
Triangle
your
is
lecture. I'm
Skinwalker
sorry.
Ranch.
What?
The center of the Utah Triangle is a spot very, very close to Skinwalker Ranch.
No way.
It is,
This
yes.
will
It's
be
very
a one-of-a-kind lecture. I want to be there myself to listen to you in person. And what I was going to ask you, and your book soon would be published on Amazon. You bring in some copy, hopefully, and then UAP.
Yes, I just approved a couple days ago. I went over there and I ordered some. It will take some time. I hope
That's
I can bring some in the event.
Lovely.
But at the event, it should be ready for people and my audience and my friends who wants to collect them.
Yeah,
and they can collect.
And you can take pre-order on your social media or
Yes.
your email. Yeah, just contact
Right
Shahrokh,
now it's available.
because this book would be hot, limited edition coming out. So you want to grab your copy right away. So hey, thank you so much. We get back to you.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
Yeah, we have our champion, Brad Olsen. How you doing? Our keynote speaker, Brad Olsen. How are you, sir? Welcome.
Hey, David. Thanks for having me on. I
Yeah,
actually
man,
gotta take.
good looking young man. The older you get, the younger you look. I
Oh,
need those stem cell stuff you take.
no, it's all the skiing I do. Keeps
Oh
me-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
just came back
Yeah,
from
I
the
see you
mountains
all the
yesterday.
time in the mountains. I said, oh my God, I wish I could do that.
It's a
Yeah.
great sport. Yeah.
Yeah, don't give
And-
up.
and
Don't give up.
Perhaps that's why I went to Antarctica. I have a better way with cold than a lot of people.
Your past
Like-
lives and your future lives are interacting.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait
The
for the
Vikings.
Thanksgiving event.
The
It's gonna be a
Vikings.
great one.
Vikings.
Many wonderful speakers out there. Hey, Colin. Good to
Hey.
see you.
Good to see
Brad.
you.
So,
Everybody in
so
the
hey,
crowd.
Brad, introduce yourself quickly to audience who never heard of you, and we broadcasting this recording later on. Welcome to Alien event March. March, April 4, 5, 6, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, April 4, 5, 6, Los Angeles, LAX Sonesta Hotel. You're inviting people to come in to see you, right?
I'm inviting people to come and see all of us. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
right. So my name is Brad Olsen. I'm trying to, I just got a new computer. I haven't been able to get on.
It looks
to
great.
put my
It looks
name in
great.
there. Yeah.
Put your seat down a little bit, or shrink yourself.
So I'm author of 10 books, including my latest, Beyond Esoteric, which has a lot of information on Antarctica, which will be my presentation on Friday. So I hope people will be able to come and see that. Yep, got
that'd
some
be nice.
information
Yeah. Wonderful.
I'll be putting in there. And then I'm on a panel on Saturday, and then I'm moderating the transhumanist panel on Sunday. So that'll be really interesting.
That's a hit. Always your Sunday panel is a hit. I'll be there.
Yep.
And Kerry Cassidy is there. Tom Altman is there. I guess he didn't show up yet. Or I don't know where's Tom, but maybe sitting on participants, or he forgot to join us. But anyway, it's all good. And, we go ahead. I'm listening. Sorry.
Right. So, yeah, I've been very interested in what I call esoteric subjects for a very long time. I wrote 3 books on the subject. Esoteric means the subjects that have been withheld from the large amount of humanity that's only known to a select few. And my question is, why do they have a monopoly on all this information? Because it's really important information. So much of it is coming out now. And when it does come out, it actually changes the word to exoteric. So, for example, the latest findings on under the Egyptian pyramids, the Giza Plateau, this incredible sonar findings of massive cavities under there, passageways, giant tubular structures going down under the middle pyramid, Khafre pyramid. And we've been talking about this for a long time. Now there's proof for it. Similarly, the JFK files have just been released, and they do implicate the CIA being involved. So this is a coup d'etat. This too is something we've been talking about for a long time. And now it's becoming common knowledge. It's exoteric. But there's still plenty more esoteric subjects to explore. And in my presentation on Antarctica, I'll go into really deeply about a lot of the hidden anomalies and things that I discovered when I was down there a little over 6 years ago, and put it into this presentation that I give at conferences. So I hope you guys will be able to come out and check out my talk.
Event with you, yeah, with your panel and with your talks. We are looking forward to hear you and out there, and also worldwide streamers. Go to bizton.com, ton of business, bizton.com, bizton.com. See all these events, Biomed Expo, Alien event, and all the streaming and all that jazz, all the links there, or go to alienevent.com, get your tickets, get in your cars and planes and boats and and pedal your bicycles and come to Los Angeles, the city of angels, the Battle of Los Angeles. That's the name of the event. The battle when the aliens showed up over Los Angeles. That's the important of Los Angeles. I mean, there was no battle. They came to see what the hell the World War was about, and these people keep shooting at the aliens. So the Battle of Los Angeles. Anyway,
but they couldn't shoot it down.
Exactly.
That was the thing about the Battle of Los Angeles. And I have a picture, the very famous picture of all the spotlights on the UFO in my book, Future Esoteric.
I mean, somebody should talk about that. Jesse Marcel is coming, or maybe you should touch and go, or we should talk about Battle of Los Angeles.
Yeah, we can bring it up on the panel. That's a good idea.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, let's
right at the beginning.
Also,
yeah, spirit everybody.
Also, Mike Bara is not here. He's busy, always drunk, probably at 11:30, like some of us. And Mike, you had a good party last night, but anyway, we see you at the event, and just he knows all about this stuff. He's got new books too, and who else? We got a bunch of us missing. They couldn't show up right now, but they can. You can meet them at the event or stream live and watch us. So Kerry Cassidy is missing in action. Also, who else? Althouse, Tom. Who else is missing, Eric? Eric Gatmer.
Hi.
Paul Hynek there?
Nice to see you, Brad.
Is that you, Eric?
You, Eric?
Welcome to Alien Event Introduction. Actually, go ahead, introduce yourself.
I'm Eric the Healer, and I'm the Eric in esoteric and exoteric. I think it's great that we have Brad and everyone here call in and to tell us about how exciting it is to investigate all our favorite subjects, because we met each other a long time ago in the 80s at going to all these places, and now we do them the way we like to do it, and we have fun doing it. And I think our conferences are really a sleeper event. People always say, I don't know why it's not, as popular as it should be, and people can sit and meet Brad and have dinner with him and actually talk to him. But if you see him other places, it's like, do you ever have a security? You don't need security, Brad, but but those other speakers have security with them, and it's like you can't talk to them, and they walk through, and I think our event's great for meeting the speakers and really getting to know them and hanging out. And really the best conferences are afterwards by the pool, when we say what, with no filters. But it's just, it's always better to come in person and get that darshan energy, life force from being in our bubble. Our energy, it has a torus and a donut shape that goes out from our heart. But I'm Eric the Healer. I'm known for giving Jesse Ventura the FEMA camp information about the coffin liners, and later working at Food and Drug and Department of Public Health and trying to educate people about the fake pandemic and the bioweapon jab and how to detox it. And then I had some crazy incidences where I met, people that I didn't realize were time traveling at the time. And then I met many other people. And after a while, I realized that, there's something going on here, and definitely we're about to find out about it. But I think this is the most exciting time to be alive. And this is the year of disclosure, and we're about to meet our alien family, I think. And
Eric, you want to meet the time travelers and people who appear, go to airports. One time in airport,
it's funny you say that, because Sacramento turned out to be one of those portals where the skier came from somewhere else and showed up in Sacramento in his ski gear, and he couldn't explain how he got here. And so,
Brad might suddenly,
I'd like to investigate.
He might suddenly disappear too, and because people start disappearing in parks, especially.
There are portals. We're catching. Everybody has a camera, movie on their phone now, so we're capturing people opening portals, and you look through that circle, and you're seeing into another world. And it's just like mirrors. If you do those mirror experiments and put a towel in front of the mirror, and then how does the mirror see what is on the other side? And are you looking into another dimension?
Exactly.
These are freaky experiments, and then you remove the object, but you look in the mirror, it's still there.
The timelines are colliding. We should say colliding. Yeah, that's the right word. I'm Persian. My second language is English.
Being a pioneer speaker about Mandela effect, I realized there are many timelines and dimensions, and because my mom and dad aren't the same mom and dad that I remember and grew up with. My dad was captain of a soccer team, and this dad wasn't, and crazy shit, and many things that I grew up with are different in this timeline. And so it took me a year to realize that it was multiple parallel universes and different timelines. So these are all my favorite subjects to come and meet people at our conference that are crazy like us, and you can talk to about these topics that you can't with other friends that label you.
People think it's alien event is like other conferences, like these young kids make out there in Sedona and Medona, whatever, or whatever. But we are one of a kind. They don't know what they will.
I'm happy. That was a good conference. But I'm happy for people being successful. But we're very unique, and
people get something that they don't get in other conferences.
Guys,
and the best compliment is when people copy us. But
Brad Marcus, turn on your video. I want to bring introduction our new speaker from England, Colin. Colin, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, Said. Thanks for letting me speak here. I am. People may have not heard of me, but I've been around studying the UFO alien subject for 35 years. I actually work for a well-known airline, Heathrow. You may have heard about that yesterday on the news, where the Heathrow was shut down. But regarding my main subjects of interest is obviously the whole UFO subject. I have a group. I started looking into the alien autopsy saga, which is the 30th anniversary this year. I don't know if people are familiar with that story about Ray Santilli. It's still a very controversial piece of film that came out in 1995. Bob Kiviat did a show on Fox TV called Alien Autopsy, Fact or Fiction. And I was very suspicious that when that Ray came forward, that it looked very authentic. I mean, I don't know what an alien looks like as such, but I found it very interesting. And obviously the TV channel did as well, and it got a huge audience. This is 30 years ago, and some people want a lot of people weren't even alive back then. But I was always intrigued by that piece of footage, and I didn't buy the cover story that came out like 10-11 years later 2006, where it was supposedly a recreation. There was just too much detail, and a lot of people authenticated it, including Cyril Vecht, who did the autopsy of JFK. And as being a genuine autopsy, I mean, I looked into autopsies and things like that, and I found it very profound. I talk, actually, we can talk about that. I can hear some voice in the back.
Yeah,
But
I gotta.
Hey, Brad, mute the
Brad
microphone.
Marcus. I'll try again. My apology, Brad Marcus. Brad Marcus, please do not talk when other speakers talking. Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the subject that that really sort of got me a lot of attention, at least on Facebook. That's a whole other story, really. But my talk will be about Star Wars, because I've always been fascinated by how movies and films seem to depict a lot of stuff in ufology, including Star Trek. I don't just say Star Wars. I'm open to things like Babylon 5. There's so much amazing stuff, Stargate, higher truths I see in film and books as well, and music, and that's music's another of my interests. But Star Wars for me is the one that I've really sort of done a lot of research on, and it goes into much deeper things such as the characters. I talk about Anakin Skywalker, and I put a connection there of the Anunnaki without spoiling it too much for people, but I think people are going to be fascinated. If you're interested in Star Wars, then you're going to want to hear about this, because I actually kind of got a few like downloads regarding this, and there's so much more deeper, not just the Anakin Skywalker connection and the people from the stars at far back, but also characters such as Han Solo I look into, and Princess Leia. There's so much deeper stuff, and it ties in with the UFO subject. So
yeah, they gave us a disclosure for 20 years.
Absolutely.
What a wonderful way of putting it out there. Otherwise, people would have not understand this whole thing.
Yeah, I believe it. I think the same year that Star Wars came out was when was it the 10th Planet came out, the book by remind me who that was, but yeah, Sitchin, exactly. Thank you. So that 1977 was quite a profound year. There was a lot of information, and it really is one of the most amazing. You talk about the big franchises. You got Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, but Star Wars. The special effects and stuff at the time. I saw it when I was about 5 years old. I think my dad took me and my brother, and it was.
Yeah, let's get back to this later on. I have more people to introduce right now.
Sure, go for it.
Let's introduce our speaker, Brett Luder. Brett, go ahead.
Thank you for having me, David. It's an honor, of course, to be speaking at your event this April 4th through 6th at the LAX Sonesta Hotel.
Brett, you got to talk louder. You got to get closer.
Okay, maybe I got to turn up my volume just a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Usually my voice is over loud, so it's a nice balance to hear that comment. Thank you. So my name is Brett Luder. I'm speaking Saturday, April 5th at 4:30, and I'm going to be speaking on this book right here, UFO PR, Agents of Ascension, which just went to the printer yesterday morning. So I'm hoping to have hard copies out, much like Shahrokh down there for the event, so I can sell it at the
Shahrokh, not Shahrokh. He's not Shahrokh. Shahrokh. Just say Zadeh.
That's the Americanized version. I'm American, so please forgive me.
It's okay. No.
Shahrokh, we got a new name for her. Shahrokh.
Okay.
Congratulations.
So basically,
go ahead, Brett.
What the book is about, it's about how a hierarchy of beings, starting from spirits, some ascended masters, some occupants of UFOs, some human beings on Earth, and some cultures from the Hollow Earth, are working this overarching public relations campaign to gently nudge humanity towards ascension without violating their free will. And of course,
wait, talk it slower. You touched a very important stuff. Bunch of them one by one. Let's repeat that last sentence slowly.
Okay, so there's a hierarchy of beings that are gently pushing humanity towards ascension without violating their free will.
I love it.
Opposing that is another hierarchy of beings, some other spirits, some other ascended masters, some other occupants of UFOs, definitely some humans on the surface that we all, of course, know about. Wink, wink. We could talk
The
about
time
that.
travelers, yeah.
And some cultures from the Hollow Earth are trying to impede that overarching thrust to move humanity towards free will, or towards ascension, by violating their free will on a multiple levels. So I'm going to be talking about the Richard Shaver mysteries, the Shaver mystery, in my lecture Saturday, April 5th, and it's exemplary of this PR campaign. It hits all 16 of the categories that I've laid
Wonderful.
out in a
Yeah.
spreadsheet.
So
And
who was Shearer? Who's the guy?
Richard Sharp Shaver, some researchers credit him with starting the entire UFO movement with his quote unquote fiction that came out in Amazing Stories magazines from 1938 to about 1942, somewhere right in there. And it was hugely controversial. It got Amazing Stories in trouble with some social interest groups that thought Richard Shaver's stories were too sexually graphic and too violently graphic for that time period, and very conservative time period in America. And so that forced his publisher, Ray Palmer, an editor, to start other magazines, to leave Amazing Stories. He started Fate magazine, Flying Saucer Review, and a couple others before he finally passed. But amidst a cavalcade of accusations that Richard Shaver's stories were edited by Ray Palmer, both of those gentlemen on their deathbed swore that there was no editing ever needed, and that Richard Shaver said, "I never made any of this stuff up." And so to support that, there was tens of thousands of letters to the editor across not just Amazing Stories, but some of the future magazines too, or the magazines that came later, all saying within this general scope of subjects that we've had experiences with the Darrows, which are supposedly the bad guys underneath the ground, or we've had enlightening experiences with the Taros, which are the good guys that went underground hundreds of thousands of years ago as the sun's rays changed and began to mutate DNA on Earth. So there's a whole wide range of things that I think Richard Shaver has offered to the UFO community that have kind of been swept under the rug. And so we're going to be discussing that and the two battling PR campaigns in the lecture Saturday, April 5th at 4:30. I hope all of you come on and check it out.
Yeah, wonderful.
Amazing.
Great. And now next speaker, Hari Deshana. Hari, unmute yourself. Yeah, there you go. Say hello.
Hey everyone. Hello everyone. It's great to meet you,
Hello.
and I'm looking forward to meeting everyone in person in April 456, Sonesta Hotel in LA. So I am a channel and a healer, and I channel with off-planet consciousness. There's over 20 different councils that I work with, and I work with groups and individuals to provide healing and answers to any questions they might have about their lives, relationships, or any support that they might need. And I've been developing this skill for over 15 years now, and at the conference, I will be giving 2 talks, and I will be helping people open up and identify which starseed lineage they're a part of. So everyone knows that they're from the stars. Hopefully, most people are aware of that they're from the stars, and so I have the ability to help people identify which planetary system they're from and their ancestry. The Andromeda Council, the Pleiadians, sounds like everyone on this call knows who's out there. So I get very clear and direct information to help people. And it might be, chants, tones, whatever comes through in that moment to be supportive. So I'm really looking forward to hosting those talks and helping people connect into where they're really from. I had a client the other day said, 23andMe, I can't believe I spent all that money on them. Like, that's out the door. Like, this is the truth of where I'm really from. And so opening up to wherever the star system that people are from gives them access to those skill sets, those abilities from that planetary system, which can be very empowering. Their intuition can open up. They might open up to their own channeling, healing, and skill sets. So this is my sole purpose, and I'm excited to share it.
Wonderful. Yeah. And you've been traveling from Europe to be with us, and now you made it to California. Enjoy California, and we see you in 12 days.
Yeah, fantastic. I reside in Barcelona, and yeah, I'm in town for the show, and I can't wait. Thanks everybody, and thanks David for the opportunity. I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Wonderful. That's a really great news. We have a new speaker, Hari Deshana. Welcome,
You know,
welcome. So,
Brett is living near you in Shasta. And maybe you guys can carpool. If you need a ride down to LA, talk to Brett.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'm going down to the Bay Area tomorrow actually, and I'll be there all week. But I'm
Okay.
in chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Eric. But let's connect anyway
I'm in
and see.
Sacramento if you go through.
Awesome.
I wouldn't drive with Brett. You might end up in Kathmandu. Hey, Brett, that was a joke. Don't take it serious. And hey, who is next? Who want to say something about anything?
I want to say that I was actually in Egypt in November, and I had the opportunity to do a meditation in the middle of the night in the Great Pyramid for a couple of hours with a group, and it was extremely, extremely potent. And
Wow,
I'm so excited that this has been
bravo.
discovered because when you're in there, and of course everyone calls it a tomb because of all the, lies and stories that have been put on top of everything so that people don't realize the truth and the connection that we all have. But when I was in there, it was a profound experience. And so it's crazy to me that, 6 months later they've found what's really happening, and I'm excited to see what's
What
unfolding. But it
was
was
your feeling about King's Chamber?
oh, it was just I mean, I was connected to the all that is. I was of the stars. I was in the stars of the stars, and it was the most
Do you
peaceful.
know David Channel why they slept in the sarcophagus and why we had this much powder, white powder in sarcophagus when Al Mamun, the soldiers of Al Mamun, when Arabs they dig in, they keep punching the pyramid, they couldn't get in until finally they hit the entrance, they opened the entrance, all the bats came out, they went in there and they walked to the king's chamber and they found this much white powder inside the sarcophagus. Why I want to ask you, go and channel, or if you want to do it right now, see what was the purpose of that white powder. I know I want to see if you think about that. Did you hear about that, or you ever looked into that, or you heard about that?
That's interesting. No, I never heard about it. I'm happy to open up and do a channel right now. It'll take me a second to align.
Go in line, go in line. This is a very important matter for humanity, and I'm connecting to you, and you're a channel. Go in line, man. All the blessings of universe bring us the answers. And my brother is calling from Iran. For God's sake, all
What
the
timing?
timelines are
No,
crashing
no, no,
together.
no, 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 no,
May
no,
God
no,
bring
no,
us
no,
the
no.
information about pyramid now. Pyramids are bringing you information about all the stuff under the pyramid, which connect us to the grid of the planet. May God bring us the new channel about the sarcophagus. Go ahead.
Sarcophagus. Okay.
Brad, do you have something to
Shut
add?
up. Go ahead. Honey the channel. Go ahead.
Okay. I Brooklyn. My higher self, my soul, consciousness. Hare Dashana, Hare Dashana, Hare Dashana, Hare Dashana. Open up to divine wisdom, divine truth about the powder. Shana na 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 na. Open up. What is the truth about the powder? It's clear that the pyramids were a communication tool for humans to connect to their divinity. There was part human, part God consciousness transmuting through these pyramids. This helped the human race open up to their divinity. This is the truth. Addition of the powder. Sometimes it takes me a minute. Let's just be. Mana 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 mana. There's wisdom in this power, in this powder. Each grain of sand in this power collected frequency, connected the ability to communicate with humans. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. The powder helped recalibrate the cellular structure of the human condition. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. The powder helped the cells of the human condition bring them into alignment with their divinity. This is the reason for the powder. Recalibrate the sacred cellular structure, sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, so that the human condition could absorb information, divine knowledge, and divine wisdom that was coming forward in the sarcophagus. The sarcophagus was a communication tool to help people open up to their divinity, their wisdom, connection to the all that is. The powder helped serve as a conduit for the cellular structure to be reconformed to absorb more information and more wisdom. This is it, David. There's more information to know. Brooklyn will bring this forward for you. Sha-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. There's much to understand about this pyramid and what was truly happening here. The communication and wisdom that has been discovered and helped humans open up is massive. It's gargantuan. It's going to help the human experience to really understand where they came from. It will turn some humans, it will be difficult for some humans to integrate this information, but everyone on this call is ready for this. You've been hungry for this. You've been hungry for this proof, this understanding, and this wisdom from where we truly came from. Na 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 na. Okay.
Awesome. Well, let me hold on, Brad. Hold on. Let me tell everybody about the white powder. If we can concentrate. This is not a channel. This is historical fact. Go read the books. You will find out. The initiates in the we're talking 25,000 years or more, even more. That pyramid was built by very, very high intelligent communities, not for humans but for the planet. At that time, humans were in different kind of phase, not intelligent like us. So they were landing, coming and going. The Earth was a connection point between different planets. And anyway, this is about the pyramids and the sarcophagus. And the reason the white powder was in the sarcophagus initiates all these times. Humans were instructed by Atlanteans. Egyptians were instructed by Atlanteans when they came to Egypt after Atlantis was gone. All these people escaped to Egypt, Persia, in Iran, and Mesopotamia, and all the other parts of the world. Anyway, regardless, the pyramid and the water and the every initiate was in the they had to sleep for 3 nights in the sarcophagus. And what happened after 3 nights? All their pineal gland will secrete, and all that stuff will come out of their nostrils. And once your 3 nights sleep in the sarcophagus, which they don't allow anymore to anybody. I had a friend 30 years ago. He told me he had to bribe the guards to sleep there one night, and he had an upside down everything, his consciousness and his brain and stuff. And he was talking about it to me. But regardless of that, we the initiates will rebirth and they become the priest of the Egypt, and not the priests and priestesses. So that's it was an initiation chamber and the pineal gland. Go ahead, Brad. You want to say something?
Yeah, good. Thanks, David, because I got to take off in about 5 minutes. I got another interview coming up.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
But you guys are both right. And Harry, you nailed it. You didn't even know what the white powder was or what it was in there for. And that was exactly what it was used for. But what you both haven't touched on yet is what exactly it was. Yes, it was secreted from the glands. And it was all the way back when they first got into the king's chamber, they found this white powder near the sarcophagus. I went into this Great Pyramid and I laid down in the sarcophagus before they had a way to, they were watching you on video and say, get out of there. They will do that now. But I can tell you that there is a resonance and a frequency in that great chamber. And if you look at the schematics of how it's laid out within the Great Pyramid, it's absolutely amazing because it's where the pyramid focuses its energy up through the top. But what is the Great Pyramid? So in the 19th century, when the first archaeologists got there, it was Howard Weiss who had the presence of mind to collect some of this white powder, and they sent it back to the UK, but nobody did anything with it at the British Museum. It just sat in a file somewhere until recently, just in the last 20 years or so, somebody started to do molecular analysis of the white powder. And what they found was, yes, it was secreted through the sweat glands, but what the powder was monatomic gold. And this goes all the way back to the Anunnaki and the gold mines of southern Africa, where they were getting the gold to use it as monatomic gold. And monatomic gold takes you into that state that you just described, Harry. So that I mean, that was giving me goosebumps when you were.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
because it's exactly what it was used for.
He's a master of all masters.
Ormus, and it filled the sarcophagus too. What is that?
Wait a minute. Does it mean Ormus coming out of our nostrils?
Well, no, you got to take the monatomic gold and then it'll put you in this state. So when it was being used as an initiation chamber, it could take you out of your body. You could have a conscious journey, but it was the monatomic gold that was helping facilitate that. And so when you were secreting it, it would leave these fine granule white powdered.
And the friend of mine, he mentioned that when he slept there, he was connected to Orion and Orion belt and the connection with the pyramid. Maybe we can have Darshana at the event really channel about this stuff, and and look at also the stuff they found underneath the pyramid. This has become a most important talk of the day now. And Darshana, go ahead, keep channeling on that until we see you.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Larry Dean? Are you talking about Larry Dean?
No, hold on. Don't say anything. Darshana, I want to say something.
I'm listening.
Eric, Larry Dean, he's traveling Egypt. He's not interested to publicly speak anymore. So go back to our recordings
who told you
10 years ago and listen to him. Go ahead. What?
Larry told us the story of sleeping there.
Larry had a lot of stories. He's scared of talking anymore, and he's been told in Egypt, don't say too much. Otherwise you won't come to Egypt anymore. So he's got millions of eyes on it. So we respect Larry. We respect Larry and his privacy. Be careful. It's so much we can tell humanity, but not too much. If you feed the public too much with suddenly with all the news and stuff we know, or they know, or the other one know, and the military know, and the government know, and all the whoever knows whatever, then it'd be too much for us. We will not be able to handle it, and we will go cuckoo. So you gotta spoon feed the public. That's why the government is right. You give them through movies, and you give through Senate hearings and bullshit they started.
Well, like Colin said,
That's true. That's true. I agree. That is true. You have to let the brain integrate.
They have guns, they have churches, they have Bibles. They pull them out, they go cuckoo on the street and will shoot everybody, and they will shoot you. So we need to slowly. Disclosure is too big. You know, understanding that I'm a universal being and I'm connected to millions of other beings. They look different in the planets, different planet. It's enormous, even for myself. Even understanding this stuff is hard to tell the church people. Go ahead, tell Catholics, go tell Muslims, go tell this and that. Islam is more open. The Quran is full of, every day I'm sharing, full of verses about contact and what they're going to do to this planet if we fuck up. They will land like crazy, and they will shift this planet to hell again and again and again, like every 25,000 years, every 25,500 something years, they're flipping the switch. So
we're not going to let that happen. We're fighting for the light this time.
We will shift, and we are shifting. 5D right now. 5D is our only hope that we can survive this ascension, and otherwise, you know, yeah, looking forward. Yeah, Colin, thank you. Yeah, and the shift and ascension is very important. Slowly we shift ourselves and the public. So that's why we do events. That's why we doing this live right now. I'm sorry, Shahrokh, so you were going to say something.
No, I'm good.
And Brad, you were leaving. Why you're not leaving?
I got an interview with Michael Jaco here in 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Why are you creating a same time interview?
It wasn't me who chose the times.
Jaco, you should be here right now.
Hey, you got a lot of great panelists here, David.
He left us. He went to Florida. He's hiding in there. And anyways, Jaco.
Thank you, Brad, for joining us. Tell Jaco Eric the Healer says hi.
Yeah, a lot of people came and left, and it's a disclosure. You know, we all add to the pot, and we're all same team. We're all united. We cannot say me. You know, this is Alien Event Cosmic Command. We're all in it, whether it's Jaco or you or whoever else. Who else want to add something here?
Well, I wanted to add that the mud flood buried those pyramids, and they're really big obelisks, like the Washington Monument. And we're just looking at the top of the obelisk, which looks like a pyramid. What do you think about that, Brad, before you go?
I've seen those memes, Eric. That's interesting. And it's a four-sided pyramid at the top of the obelisk. But the fact that it goes down, I think the most cutting edge theories, and this is what my interview with Jaco is going to be about with these underground features, is that it does look like it generates energy. And this is exactly what Nikola Tesla was doing with the Wardenclyffe Tower. It dug down very deep into the earth, and he was picking up a pulsation from the earth, and he was able to entrain that pulsation and convert it to electricity, which would be the world system, in which the Tesla coil above was a transmitter. That wasn't what was taking the energy. It was from deep down into the earth. So the latest theories are this is a giant transmitter. This was an energy generating machine. And wow, this just changes everything, because now it blows the water out of the whole dynastic pharaohs created the pyramids for burial chambers. That had nothing to do with it. Sure, maybe they would have thrown a dead pharaoh in some of these, but that's not what they were built for.
There's nothing to do with pharaoh. They even wrote one of the pharaoh's name in there. It's all fake, man. The time travels will go and put anything anywhere. I can do that too. And you can't put one pharaoh's name in the some stone, or maybe sometime. Anyway, we're not going to that discussion. But yeah, Brad, that was a good.
And let's not forget that Tesla also had a communication with some sort of intelligent actually entities that he thought that is coming from space and it should only be aliens. So he had that in his book.
That's right. Yeah.
Got to go, you guys. Pleasure to see you all, and I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
sounds good.
April 4th. Yeah.
Good
luck, Brett.
Pleasure to see you and meet all of you.
Yeah.
See you in 2 weeks.
Brett, you gotta go. Thank you.
Yep.
You still talking? Anybody want to go? And who want to say something?
Well, the location of the Egyptian pyramids, as I actually presented in the last, what's it called?
Your book, yeah, your new book. It calls UAP.
Yes. No. I'm talking about the Egyptian pyramids, those 3 Egyptian pyramids in the Giza. The location of them are not just random, and it's not just related to Egypt itself. I showed over there in my presentation how it's related to other enigmatic areas in the world, which is like the Bermuda Triangle and other areas in the United States, and also the Skinwalker Ranch. I showed them in the presentation with just straight lines.
Skinwalker Ranch is sitting on the same grid.
Yeah, somehow they're related to each other. The relation that we know is just lines. There are other relationships in geometry that we should touch on, and we should take a deeper look into that. I
invited the CEO. I forgot his name. The CEO of the ranch, and he's a busy guy. He's making money out there. He's busy with the ranch, and he talked to me. He cannot make it to our events, but good luck with him. It's a lot of stuff going on.
Yes.
And it's good for disclosure also. And it's not the only ranch in the world who's got the frog ranch. What you call it? The
Blind Frog.
I'm sorry.
Blind Frog Ranch is like about 20 miles above it.
Our speaker a few years ago. What's his name? Eric. Frog Ranch. Eric. Blind Frog.
Blind Frog.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh man, you're getting old,
I offered to clean the place.
You're getting old. You need the vitamins I have for Alzheimer. You will love that.
I offered to clean the place, and they turned it down, and they said they wanted people to show up.
Yeah, the cowboy hat. He's a famous guy. Anyway, we got stuff to cover that is beyond belief. So, Colin, you want to say something? What's happening in England?
What's happening in
the UK
England?
doing with disclosure?
Well, England's an interesting place. I'm kind of interested in the crop circle phenomena, which we've been having for quite in a big way for the last 35 years. Last year we had quite a quiet season for crop circles, but I think that is very much connected to the whole UFO contact subject. You can go very deep into that sort of subject, but yeah, England, we've had stuff over the years. We had the Rendlesham Forest incident. You may remember Larry Warren talking about that 1980 event in Suffolk where UFO landed allegedly in a forest in Rendlesham, and that made headlines around the world because it kind of leaked. So we have that was a military base basically, and a UFO appeared over Christmas 1980 for I think 2 or 3 nights, and that's probably the most famous UFO incident in the UK. But along with the crop circles, it's a shame we don't really get the conferences as much as you have in the US. We've kind of been limited very much for a number of years.
Well, we came to England 7 years ago.
I was at that. I know. I think I told you.
If you remember. How'd you like it?
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. And I think you changed the venue, did you, last minute or something?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was there. So, I was.
It was wonderful. Yeah. As you said, 300 people showed up.
Yeah.
And Dr. Ronnie Kilda was there talking about all the injections they're going to do and all the stuff they're doing. That was 7-8 years ago. So, imagine now it happens in 22, and then what am I getting to that? The Queen at that time sent two agents to my event, and they were standing in the back, and I said hello to them, and they introduced themselves.
Oh, really? All
And
right.
they said, we are here to see how you're doing, what's going on. And I said, wonderful, welcome. And you know, in England, they were very much looking at everything happening even now. It's a very closed circuit and a small community. So if a mouse moves in the street and talks about something, they will know that there are a lot of cameras and a lot of listening more than any other country.
Well, you're probably due to come back then. You need to come back.
I'm scared of coming to London.
Oh, really?
The House of Windsor, you know, I don't know.
The
Maybe
Queen's dead
we
now.
wait for more disclosure to come out before they go all over us. I love London. You know, I can walk London all night, 24 hours, and I did one time 12 hours, and I
Wow.
wasn't getting tired. You know, I mean, I can shop in London, walk, and love it, and do events there. But there's a button, if an app. It's very expensive to do international events. By the way,
Yeah.
thank you for reminding that. You're asking the deep pocket guys who will hear this, or maybe they have friends, invest in our international events. We would love to take alien event, and especially Biomed Expo. We've been invited to go to Europe, to Germany, especially to do events with a collaboration with Ibn Sina, what you call it, Academy in Turkey. They have stem cell researchers. They're joining us. They even given me a title of global ambassador of stem cell anti-aging, which I love that, and I will share that later on once official letter will come. So I'm proud of being a biohacker and bringing all the biohackers at the same time, April 4, 5, 6, to a stage over 25 doctors and wonderful speakers, and we will have a great event, and we have a medical panel, and on the side of the alien event. So alien event ticket will allow you to enjoy all these events and biohackers and space speakers, and you know, and we all coming together. Stream live at biomedexpo.com or bizton.com, bizton, or alienevent.com if you cannot make it. Any country you're in, please share. So we need an investor, $10 million, to do a lot of projects other than events. We are pulling together. I'm not going to talk about that once we get closer to this. This is last chapter of my life, and I want to pull this thing together. If somebody out there, other than money, we need organizations and doing things in different countries, different projects. So we're calling all disclosure groups, humanitarians, biohackers, we all coming together to make this happen. So bring that $10 million instead of wasting it in a lot of different bullshit out there. Bring and let's give it to us to move humanity to next level. It's not about money. We can do it without money too, but it will need a lot of energy, each one of these guys out there, to pull it together. I hope Sunday we will just achieve this concept, right, Eric? Eric?
10 million. I'm wondering, 10 million. Wow.
10 million doesn't do much nowadays.
We're all about to be millionaires. We're already millionaire billionaires. We're all about to get Nasara. Nasara was signed.
Cloud, they promised trillions of dollars, Nasara, but they want to give us $5,000 out of it. It doesn't cut it quickly. I'm sorry?
They signed Nasara. It was signed already. It's
I
only
want
a
$1
matter
million
of time.
taxes I paid over 10 years, 20 years. I want my taxes back. You wanna pay me back that trillions of two trillion?
Everybody's going to be working on humanitarian.
Back.
Everybody is working on humanitarian projects soon, and it's really a wonderful future that we're going to have. So we'll be taking it on the road, definitely. I see that.
Yeah, it's a good start. Yeah. I hope
The money's coming. Don't worry. If you
I hope
follow your
people
bliss, the money comes.
I hope like people like Elon Musk will create new ideas that would benefit humans rather than challenge them. It's a new ideas that, especially about Neuralink, we're going to talk extensively at this event with Tom Althouse. He's not here today, but he will join to the event. He's the original writer of The Matrix, and he's the one who got channeled by aliens about Neuralink. He was the original Neuralink, and then they got the idea in 90s. They gave the Neuralink idea to their agent Elon Musk, the agent of AI, and Elon Musk carried these projects and bringing the humanity more towards AI, which is positive and negative. If we can play with the AI in a positive way, it will benefit.
Yeah.
As we speak, the AI is learning the consciousness every second, everything you say. Excuse me. And we do. So say good things. The AI is listening. Everybody out there is listening. And, Brad Markets here. Let me unmute Brad Markets.
Can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We don't see you. Turn on your
There's something
video.
wrong with the camera on this tablet.
All right, just keep talking. Introduce yourself. You're a speaker. Just say something.
I will be speaking about the Anunnaki and the Starseed Envoy programs and how that factors into the disclosure that's happening now. So, and I see everyone's talking about the pyramid issue. That's pretty interesting.
Pyramid was way beyond Atlantis, and it goes back to Anunnaki. Thank you, 150 million years. So, maybe you want to dig into that.
Yeah, I might, like Atlantis, Moon.
I don't have time to go research. I can dig in. I can dig in everything about everything, but I don't have time. I got to promote you guys. So you guys go find out about this stuff. If I had time, I would have written 7 books. I have 7 books to write. That's my destiny. I will write them, but when? I'm getting old and tired, and the more they laugh at us out there, they infuse other sub-agents to turn us down and laugh at us and diffuse us. These are all bullshit. 20 years. Stop it. You all out there, I'm not going to name you, but which groups are you, which governmental, which sub-government, shadow governmental, all the, we still don't want to name them, but maybe the Epstein list will help, or if they let it out, and all the dignitaries and presidents and kings and all these people go beyond the ice in the in the Antarctica, and they know what's going on. They're not disclosing. So, hey, look, guys, come outside and tell us what's going on. Under the earth, there's no space. It's dome out on the top with water on the top of us. Jesus, I had enough. Okay, go ahead. Who was talking? Brad. Brad left. He comes and goes. So anyway, anybody else want to say something before we leave?
I just wanted to thank you, David, for the opportunity and bringing us all together. And
Sorry,
yeah, thank you for running point.
We said too much, but you're wonderful. We're looking forward. You will come to the craziest event in the year of your life.
Glad she's coming.
What, Eric?
I'm glad she's coming. We always need a psychic or
she
somebody.
will meet some high caliber people, plus the attendees. So far, we got 1,000 people signed up. By the way, the Biomed Expo, the exhibits are free public. Go register there, come in. Biomedexpo.com, BIOMEDEXPO.com. And Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, sorry. Hare
That's all right.
Is sitting, she's the feminine of Hare Krishna. And Hare Dashana is sitting in at the exhibit hall. Also, she has an exhibit. And also Mr. Shahrokh Zadeh, and also Brad Olsen or Mike Bara signing their books. And by the way, we have the champion. He's not here today. David Childress. He be there. Hatcher Childress. Mr. Childress is the ancient alien, one of the biggest America's researchers in alientology and archaeology and human history. He will join us for the first time. We let public know that he's coming in person. Come and meet him. He will sign his books for you. And he has a big lecture Friday, 5 to 6:30 p.m. Make sure you join us on Friday. You don't have to work on Friday 4th. Come to Los Angeles, 9 o'clock. Be there. We start the show at 10 a.m. All the speakers, they hear this. They should be at my opening ceremony. We pray and we chant and we talk. My talk. It's a my talk, 45 minutes. I will open the gates of consciousness. I will open the gates of alien event, cosmic command. We are on this planet for some reason, and we will tell you the reason we are here at this time to bring what to public and the space and our brothers and sisters universally. So we are part of the cosmos, and we are not aliens. We are humans with a special DNA. Like the girl who should be here is not here. Julia, she's our speaker. She talks about some people have a different DNA. So genetically, we are here to let everybody know what's going on. So let our genes run the show. So before we leave, thank you, Dashana. Anybody else want to say anything to public?
I want to thank you, Eric. I want to thank Colin and her, and specifically, I want to thank Said, Mr. Farman, to bring us all together. And I can't wait to see everybody there. And we want to discuss a lot of things. So I invite everybody to come there as soon as possible and stay there for the whole event, 3 or 4 days. And it's a weekend, so it will be a great opportunity for us to chat and talk and discuss things that we want to know.
Excellent. Anybody else?
You know, Saijun, I forgot to tell Shahrokh how well received his talk was.
It was.
I mean, Brad Olsen was the first to tell me, but there was a big buzz after your talk, Shahrokh. They really were excited, and I was like, "Oh shit, I missed it."
Yeah, his book.
So I got the
he's
DVD.
Got a couple of books now.
To watch it, but I'm gonna watch your DVD.
Yeah, he soon be very famous in disclosure.
Eric, I don't want to talk much about the new book that I published, but it's fascinating because I connected dots and I revealed a lot of interesting information about the Roswell incident that nobody ever knew. And the other ones, the Kinross actually incident that the airplane just merged with the UFO and they both disappeared in northern of the lakes, the big lakes in the United States and Canada. And that's been related to the same incident that happened in South Australia, the Valentine incident, the boy who was actually flying with the airplane and suddenly he just reports that what's going on? Is there traffic under the 5,000? Because it's an airplane without wing, all circular going around, and they also disappeared. Amazingly, Eric, these two incidents, the disappearances, are like brother and sisters. I looked a lot into it very deep, and I found a lot of relationships. Also, for Collins, I just wanted to add that my next book is about the Rendlesham Forest.
Oh my God! Yeah,
that area. I wrote about 200 pages about that. What? I wrote 200 pages stories that nobody ever knew about the Rendlesham Forest incident. And that area, the Suffolk, is not as random, area.
We invited Nick Pope. He cannot come in. He was busy, but we will make sure we bring Nick Pope to Las Vegas. We have a date. Public should know we have a Las Vegas alien event and Biomed Expo in September 26, 7, 8. Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the Alexis Park Resort Hotel. We invite new speakers to join us in disclosure, and we will start promoting them ASAP. So don't hesitate. Book your flights and stuff to Vegas, the tickets and all the hotel stuff on the website at bizton.com, bizton.com. or alienevent.com, ALIENEVENT.com, or biomedexpo.com, BIOMEDEXPO.com. And hey, come and join us in Let's Move the Humanity. You know, we are disclosure. We are the mother of disclosure and father of disclosure before you were born, some of you guys. So, hey, guys, we know a lot of stuff we don't want to say right now until more stuff come on the scene. So, you know, come, we will tell you in your ears at the event and a few things that you will not hear out there. And it will turn you upside down. So, hey, so before we go, April 4, 5, 6, Los Angeles, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We look forward to meet everybody and enjoy the show and 3 days and 2 dinner and dance banquet parties. And we're there from 9 a.m. to midnight. And we all networking, hugging each other. People find their all new partners, life partners. They get married, business partners, you name it. People bless me. They got married at my events, and yeah, and find boyfriends and girlfriends. So don't hesitate to come and date, and don't hesitate to come and enjoy the disclosure. We are not a dating game, but this is what happens usually. And so with that said, Alien Event, go to alienevent.com and you know, and what you call it, get your tickets. The tickets are almost finishing. We only have 150 seats at the Alien Event, big ballroom and 4 other small ballrooms. You got different speakers and Biomed Expo, also health and wellness. So the Alien Event ticket will get you all the talks on all the biohacking and aliens. So viva Las Vegas and Los Angeles, April 4, 5, 6, and September 26, 7, 8, Las Vegas. Join our events. This is a great year of disclosure, and we are booking for 26. We plan a better events in 26. We will let you know the dates in 26 in Los Angeles and Las Vegas. And do we want to go to international? Yes. Bring that $10 million. We want to go London and Berlin and where else should we go, Colin?
I guess Barcelona maybe, or
Barcelona, yeah.
I'll help.
Barcelona,
I'll help.
yeah. I was going there before I go to London, but I shift and went to London. Barcelona is, I don't know, is Spanish language. Barcelonians are open to disclosure.
Más o menos. I think the language could be tricky. There's a fair amount of expats there in the healing world, but I don't know. I don't know if we could draw the crowd we needed, to be quite honest with you, just because of the language. Let's see, though. Let's see.
Well, yeah, that's challenges the humanity got to unite on all front to, you know, how to deal with the subject of face-to-face meeting with the extraterrestrial. That's why they show themselves telepathically before they scare us physically.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's a scary thing to accept another being, because they always told us we are the only being in this universe, or we are the biggest one out there. And the reason they didn't tell us there is higher hierarchies or more intelligent and more stronger than us beings out there, the reason was because if they would have told us that, we would have start immobilizing how to destroy that higher being. And now that higher being is intelligently approaching us because we are more evolved, right? Through Anunnaki, they did all this stuff and they left. Now they're coming back. So it's not about Anunnaki, it's about different beings, 100 million other beings out there. How they keep visitations, a split second, they open the gate, they come and go. So how are we going to deal with all this stuff in the future, and especially the governments? and the people who contact these beings. And instead of shooting them down, let's get the trade going on between the planets. And
Yeah.
let's go out there and, with the positive ones, we will start hanging around with the positive ones. It should not be illegal to visit an alien and have a conversation with him. Right?
Yeah, I think we're headed there. Slowly but surely, the human psyche is fragile. So I like what you said earlier. It's step by step.
Spoon food the governments. Now,
Yeah.
the governmental presidents, they took him beyond the ice a few years ago with Obama's stuff to show them the Antarctica, and they're not talking. So we invite them to join us. We got to pay $100,000 to Obama to join us to come and talk for an hour. So, excuse me, we're going to save that $100,000 for our livelihood and food and shelter in the future to survive. So, hey guys, with the upcoming planetary events going to happen, we all need to learn about survivals. So, be at the event. We will talk about this. Before we go, anything else? Last chat, last talk. That's about it. So we stop the recording. Go to alienevent.com, get your tickets or stream live. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Commander-in-Chief, Space Commander. Thank you.